Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday morning and I am in my classroom. I have not unpacked, but I did have a bowl of cereal, so I'm very excited about that. Anyways, so I wanted to share with you guys because I've been meaning to open this and I didn't want to open it yesterday because I wasn't having a ton of time with filming. Y'all, the kids yesterday, I love them so much, but you can sense when the end of the year is here because the kids just interact differently with one another. So end of the year is here. That's all I can say. But when I went to ed camp, I think it was ed camp with Elizabeth Raff, who I absolutely adore. I went to ed camp with her in Lancaster, and I had a little ticket that they gave us in the very front, and they told us to put the little ticket in and that we would have like drawings at the end of the day. Well, guess what? Like, I won something. How exciting is that? I can't believe I actually won something. I am not one that wins things very often. Like, I just don't. So I was really excited when I won something, and I am wanting to show it to you so that I can hook it up and see how it all works. So this is what it is. It's a wireless interactive whiteboard system. So I do not have a whiteboard in my classroom. However, when I was in kindergarten, I had a smartboard that I absolutely loved using. The kids loved using it. So this is going to be really interesting. I'm really excited to be able to like compare it to what my smartboard was able to do. And we do have a couple of smartboards here in the building. So yesterday I started vlogging a teeny tiny little bit, and I'm gonna insert that clip here. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday morning and it is the final week for the PSSAs. I am so excited for this like PSSA testing madness to be over. So I just got in this morning and my room needs some help. I had a really busy and crazy weekend, and all of that will hopefully get revealed to you guys maybe in a few months. It's not gonna be anytime soon, a couple of months maybe. So cross your fingers, just wish for the best for me, please, because that will hopefully help us out. Just think happy thoughts. So I'm really excited about that, but I need to get a couple of things done. And I told you guys that typically the end of the year is like the busiest and the craziest time of the year. And end of the year right now, I think we have cards that are due today. So I, with my busy weekend, started my cards pretty late last night, and I think it was around 11 o'clock where my eyes are just like getting heavy, and I could feel that I just knew that my words were all jumbled and they were not going the way that I wanted it to go. So I need to finish those cards. I only have 5 kids left, which is not incredibly bad because we already have a spreadsheet all set up for those kids, and kind of all we have to do is like copy and paste it and put it into this Google form and submit it. So I have 5 kids left. I need to do that this morning. I also need to prep an email that I need to send out this morning as well. So lots of like administrative work this morning, and that's okay. That's all right. It'll be fine. So we're gonna just barrel through it. I do have the science PSSAs today and tomorrow. Friday we are supposed to have our track meet. It's kind of, y'all, I think it reminds me of field day. I'm assuming it's like field day. For me, it's the first track meet, but it's been around for a while. So Friday is the track meet. Hopefully, if it does not rain, we're supposed to have that all day long. It's just one of those where every single week something is happening, something is going on. So we're gonna have to just deal with it. Next week my sister is getting married, so I'm going to Alabama for a few days. So that'll be exciting too, but lots of little things to be able to get done. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my cards, and I'm gonna finish up with sending out this email, and then I will talk to you guys shortly after. But that was the extent of my vlogging yesterday, and let me tell you why. Because the end of the year is finally here. The kids, I love them. I just love them. But you could sense that it was the end of the year. You can sense because they start to interact a little bit differently with one another. So the end of the year is here, and that's all I can say. All right, so I really wanted to share something with you guys, and I didn't want to open it yesterday because, well, I did want to open it yesterday, let's be honest. But I did not open it yesterday because I wanted to do it on camera with all of you so that I can share this with you. So when I went to Ed Camp, I think it was probably a couple of weekends ago. Yes, a couple of weekends ago with Elizabeth Raff, I was entered into a drawing to be able to win prizes at the very end of the day. So I got my name pulled and I was able to go up and actually pick out what I wanted for winning. And here is what I got. It's an interactive whiteboard, wireless whiteboard system. So a wireless interactive whiteboard system. I'm really excited to use this. When I was in kindergarten, I had an actual smartboard and it was like mounted to my wall. Here we do have a couple of smartboards that are like, you could move them, like they're on carts and you can take them to different rooms that you can use. I have not used those here, but I'm excited to be able to open this up and look at it and see what are the differences between the two. So I'm gonna open it up and I want to show you what is in here. I have picked on in it already, so I will say that, but okay. I'm not very good at opening things. Here we go. All right, that's what you have. So it comes with a small pen. I think this is not a small pen, but I think they call this the small pen. So it has a pen, comes with cords. Then it also has the little camera piece. This little camera piece. And this is the piece that kind of shines to the projection. Outlet, cord, I don't know, a little stand and maybe some batteries. So I'm really excited to be able to hook it up. I did get a cart. I have an Elmo in my classroom right now, but that's not mine. I need to give that back to the person that I borrowed it because I used it last week to do my blackout poetry. So I need to give that back, and I have this, and I'm really excited to go and set it up. So I think that's what I'm gonna do now. So I thought it was gonna start working and it hasn't started working. I have to go to a meeting, so I will be back, and then I have to go and pick up my box for the PSSAs this morning. Last day of the PSSAs. We got donuts for the kids, which are always really exciting. So I'm gonna get going. I hope you guys have a really great day. I'll talk to you later during my break. Okay, I'm back. Bell still hasn't rung. So I tried to go to my meeting this morning, but because they're doing a suicide prevention for everyone in 6th grade right now, and I don't have to do mine until next year, but because they are doing that for 6th grade, none of the meetings are actually collabing right now. So I came back to my room because I need to put up my stuff, my information for my PSSAs. So I'm gonna write that up on the board because I don't have it on a little sheet. It was just yesterday and today, so I was like, I'll just write it on the whiteboard, it's fine. So I'm gonna do that, and then I need to go and get my box in a little bit. I still didn't get the whiteboard to work out, which is a little bit of a bummer. I really wanted to try it out today. I think I'm gonna try to call the technology person and see if she'll come in and check it out with me just a little bit later so that I can get it up and running. But I got all of the boxes that are gone. That little box that you see over there, I am starting to like collect things that I know for a fact I don't really want to have. So it's just random things that I'm going through. That's going in there. I have a few other things. I need to get those books up and labeled. So I need to do that. We have maple donuts, which are actually very delicious, for breakfast this morning. I don't know what this is. This is money. This is a very large money. I guess that's my partner's. So I still have all those boxes. I need to get rid of them. They're driving me nuts. And because I'm not moving, really, I don't feel like I need to pack anything. This room is actually going to be staying. I am not moving my rooms, but we are gonna get my two partners that I'm gonna have next year for our MAC team are gonna get the 2 rooms that are like right back here. So if you like come out into the hallway, there are 2 rooms that are right over there. And those are the 2 rooms that we're gonna get. That's gonna be nice. They're gonna be really close to us. We're wanting to get a banner that says like MAC team to put outside of this room, put our 3 names in between the 2 other rooms since we're both gonna be working in those rooms. We could always push out and come into this room and have like small groups and things like that. But ideally we wanna work all together. So crossing our fingers that that's gonna hopefully work out. But we've been kind of getting a game plan together as far as how we're going to arrange everything. That's been the hardest part. Y'all, putting 3 teacher stuff together is really, really hard because we got a lot of stuff. Let's just face it. So I need to put up the stuff on the board and then I will talk to you guys really soon. Information is up, ready to go. And now I just need to sharpen my pencils and make sure I have mints filled up into my bucket. You want me to tell you how you know that you're having a really rough day? When at the very end of the day, as you're telling your kids to go home, you're like, have a good weekend. And they're all like, it's not the weekend. And I'm like, oh, crud, it's only Tuesday. It's been a crazy week, y'all. We're feeling the end of the year right now. Really, really bad. And it's only gonna get worse probably towards the very end of the year. I also did get my morning message up for tomorrow morning, which is a bonus for me, and I even got assignments up, which is a bigger bonus for me. So I'm very proud of that. So let me show you guys. So nothing special. I really just talk about the historical fiction book. I want them to really focus on the setting tomorrow, so that they're going to give me sticky notes on that. And then I have kind of their groups that they have, what they're going to be, what they have to do for tomorrow, and then certain assignments are going to be due for those groups. And then I have school news down at the bottom, so all of that is kind of ready to go so that they have that there and ready. Cleaned off my board, which looks so much better. I do have a couple of things over here and here that I just need to put up, but nothing like big. Did you guys notice that my lights went out? So the kids were like laying here and my lights went out and I can't fix them. I did notice that one of them was broken, but I replaced it and it's still not working, so I don't know what to do. Looks like I'm just gonna have to replace them, I guess. I don't really know. We were also able to get a lot of the things together that for our like kitchen area. So I got a lot of that stuff cleaned up. My partner brought some of her stuff, so we combined a lot of it. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like now. I think it looks really lovely. It's gonna be a great kitchen area for next year. I'm very excited. So here's the kitchen area. It's gonna be this whole area is what we're gonna be using, because remember, there's not gonna be kids in here. None of this furniture is gonna be in here. I'm gonna show you guys next year, obviously, what it looks like, but none of this furniture is gonna be in here. So next year we will have a bigger refrigerator, because one of them has like the one that's up to here. So we'll just put the fridge over there, maybe move everything down. I'm not really sure what we'll do yet. So we put the fridge, I have my partner's microwave, the Keurig, a mirror, hi, and then I have some K-cups that are like decaf for my partner because she has to have decaf. Some of extra cups in case somebody wants to make some. I usually put my cup, get it ready for the morning, and I leave it there. I put the little runner here just because I thought it made it look really, really cute and cozy. Added some nice ambiance. I mean, yeah, positive thoughts. And then we got all of these cleaned up too. So we have baskets. I know it looks like a mess, but I promise it's a little bit organized. So I have all that cleaned up. And then on this side, it's a little bit more clean. So up here we have coffee cups, more like plastic cups, all of our paper products, baggies, extra little foods and snacks, and extra K-cups and stuff. So all of that's nice and clean. So yeah, nice and clean. And then we started getting, I had some of the boys help me right after the PSSAs getting some of these baskets for the crafts like put into here. So all of these are going to be in here next year. So those are in there, which is starting to look a little bit more decent. I'm excited about that. So slowly but surely everything's coming together, which is nice. So now that it is 5 o'clock and the air conditioner is officially off, I'm not gonna stay and get sweatier. So I'm gonna go ahead and go home, and I guess I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, May the 3rd, and as you can see, I still have yet to go and take all of my boxes and everything else in the face of the planet that I have thrown in my car to my storage unit. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna get it done hopefully by this weekend. So I am starting to realize that there is a ton of things that need to get done, and I have yet to get any of those things done. I was very happy that I was able to get a lot of my stuff done, like in my classroom, just getting it a little bit more cleaned up last night because it was really, really, really bad. But I'm starting to feel that these days are really affecting me, like the really long days that I've been working are affecting me, because I am very, very, very tired. But it's okay, we're gonna make it through. So I just got to school and I am just kind of sitting in my car. I need to get out and I need to get started with the day. So I will see you guys in my class. Okay, so really the only huge mess that I still have in my classroom are those boxes. Now I need to go through some of those boxes because I'm pretty sure that a lot of those things are probably kindergarten, or it's just things that need to get stored away. They were in those little cabinets that were back there, and so I had a couple of boys like right after the PSSAs just go through and start putting everything inside of those boxes, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna deal with it later. Right now is probably gonna be the time that is later, which is okay. So right now what I really feel like I need to get done is I need to change out my lights. I know that there are things like quirks about teachers and things about people that they just cannot handle and cannot stand. One of them for me is the pencil sharpener. The second one is like little things about my classroom. Like I can't handle when little things in my classroom just out of place. I mean, it could be like anything. It could just be that buckets are not put correctly, pillows are not facing the right way. I know that this is probably extremely odd, and you're probably like, you're psychotic, Bridget, and I know I probably am. But I'm gonna accept it, and I'm gonna think, you know what, it's okay to be this way, hopefully. So little things like that just in my classroom decoratively bug me. And right now, what's bugging me that's decoratively are those lights that I showed you guys yesterday. So I need to replace that huge strand of lights with another thing of lights that I have somewhere in my closet. So that's what I'm about to get done. Some of the lights are working over here now. Why? Okay, that wasn't too bad. And at least now my lights are back all the way around my board. I'm telling you, the smallest things in life can really, really bother me. And those are one of the smaller things in life that bother me. Alright, so PSSAs are finally done. I am so grateful for that. I am so ready for not to see another PSSA book for a very, very long time. I guess until next year, right? Anyways, so now what I'm gonna do is I do need to get these books right here that I have that are just, they don't have labels on them. I need to put labels on some of those books, and then I hopefully need to get started on putting away some of these boxes. All right, so the labels are now all put onto my books. So I have those there. That's a library book. I don't know why I have that one. So those are there. So now I'm going to just match them up with the color that they belong with inside of my library. All right, next thing that I cleaned off. I am starting to feel so much better about my room. So this is kind of the area where the kids can come and get materials. So I have all of their sharpened pencils, they have scissors, sticky notes, they have erasers, all of their papers here, tissues, stapler, tape, they are all hooked up. So, looks good, doesn't it? I'm so excited. And then they have their very, very messy mailboxes. They're about to clean this out today. Okay, everything is ready for this morning. I had to put my lanyard on because I was wearing the ones that you kind of clip onto your hip, and that thing was driving me nuts. So I have a lanyard on now. That makes me feel a little bit better. I'm already kind of sweating. It's getting a little hot in here, and I feel it's just because I'm going all over the place. So I'm gonna try to do a little bit with the boxes this morning. I went on ahead and got everything copied and ready for today, so I have no stresses for today. My partner teacher and her student teacher are both out in a meeting this morning, but they will be back during lunchtime, so that will be good. But today sometime I need to get together a huge list of everything that I need to get done, the dates that I need to get done, and start kind of project planning and figuring out when I'm gonna do certain things so that I'm not as stressed out. We have something called SLO that we have to do. Didn't know a lot about that. Apparently it's not that big of a deal. I'm just gonna go with it, and that's what everybody else is telling me, and so I'm just gonna roll with it for this first year. So I need to get together all of my SLO information and make sure I have all that together. I know I have DRAs, I have a writing assessment that I need to get done as well, and everything else I feel like under the moon. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this to help get some of this stuff out of the way, and then hopefully I won't have as much to do later on. So I am hot to the point where I had to turn off my lights because I am so hot. Like, I am burning up and I'm sweating and I feel gross, and I had to turn down my air conditioner. So I got a lot of the boxes cleared out, which is good. I have there's some empty ones. There's probably like 3 empty boxes over there, and then there's like 1 or 2 that are full, and then I have 1 more here. I cannot seem to get rid of my magazines or my Scholastic articles. I'm a little bit of a hoarder when it comes to it, only because what if I do like some type of a collage project or something? I want to be able to have a ton of magazines. I hate having to scrounge around and look for magazines. So I put them all inside of a box, and I'm just gonna try to be okay with it, and hopefully, you know, I don't know. I'm gonna figure out how to use them one day. That's signs of a hoarder, isn't it? I will hopefully catch up with you guys during my break, my last break for the day, because we are having a lunch with a teacher. Like, 2 girls bought lunch with a teacher today. So I'm gonna be eating lunch with them. Hopefully I'll catch up with you guys during my second break. Hello everyone. Okay, it is now, whoa. Hey, come on in. It is now my very last break for the day, and the day's been going really, really well so far. So technically I haven't really been doing a ton of teaching, only because I'm doing DRAs that I need to get done hopefully before I go to my sister's wedding next week. So that's the game plan. We'll cross our fingers and hope to see how well I do with that. So what I've been doing today is that the kids have been having certain things that they've been working on. They've taken, like, one thing has taken the place of their small group time for today. They have their skill, their writing that has been due. So they've been super, super busy, and I've been like cracking down on the hammer too. So I have been very, very strict with how they have been behaving, and it's paying off really well. So very, very happy overall with how the day is going, which makes me feel good about myself. I feel like I've had a ton of energy today, which has also been really great. So I've been like getting things done in between my times. I know I did have like lunch with the girls, which was always so much fun. I absolutely love it. And typically when we do like lunch with our kids, when they have that, we'll split, like we buy like them Sprites, and we'll do a pizza, and then we get cookies, and we have popcorn that we have like extras of. So we'll like pop popcorn, and then we have like conversation sticks. So we have like a cup of sticks, and I put them away already, but we have like a cup of sticks. So imagine like it's like a cup of sticks like this, and it was from when we did my Olympic unit. So in my Olympic unit, I had like all of these like conversation questions, like would you rather, like what is your favorite, like all types of questions that you can ask each other. And so we just went around like pulling sticks as we were talking, and we would just kind of chit-chat about it. That was a really great way just to kind of carry on a conversation so you didn't feel too awkward, and it was fun because you kind of learned things about one another too. So if you do sometime like a lunchtime with a teacher, and if it's not specifically for like a book talk, definitely try out some like conversation sticks, because those are always nice to be able to carry on a conversation with kids. So loved that. For me, what I have been focusing on is more of just kind of organizing my DRAs and trying to get some of those together. So let me show you guys exactly what it is I have been doing. You see if you can see that really well. Okay, so I have a spreadsheet that I got from my reading specialist, who is phenomenal. So I've been putting the kids' last name, their first name. I put their total comprehension here. I put the I've either been putting whether it was a nonfiction or a fiction unit, and then I put whether they were independent or instructional or advanced, or you know, that type of thing. Really, it should have been independent or instructional, so it was one or the other here. And then I would put their DRA level here. So we have one for the fall, we had one for is that right? Yeah, we had one for fall, one for mid, and now we're gonna do for spring. So that's kind of preparing me and telling me, okay, where is it that I'm exactly gonna be testing kids, and that's me getting this stuff together. So I really like this. This is just an example spreadsheet from that I just kind of made up to should be able to show you guys. But then I have different tabs for my room, my homeroom, and then my partner teacher's homeroom. So then I've been just kind of getting those together. That way when I pull them back to the table, I can actually just look here and have it ready to go. So when they sit down, I'm not wasting any time. So this is what I've been working on now. In between doing some of that, I have also been just kind of working with kids when they're writing that they need to get done and like turned into me either today or tomorrow, depending on what group they are in, and getting some of those things printed, because they have to send it to me, share it with me. If they write it in a Google Doc, they have to share it with me, and then I will print it, and then they will go and grab it and turn it into me. So been working on those types of things, helping them with some of the skills that they've been doing. So I've been going back and forth and trying to get all of that done, but it's been working out really well, so I'm excited about that. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm hopefully gonna try to get some work done. I do need to clean up my area because it is a little bit messy, so hopefully I can get a little bit of this tamed before the end of the day, so it's not too crazy. The kids have been doing a really great job with making sure that the room is very clean and neat before they go to either lunch or special or wherever it is that they're going, so hopefully we'll be able to keep it this way. I'm gonna try to clean this off. I will talk to you guys later. Way better. All right, I cannot even tell you guys how great I am feeling right now. I am feeling so awesome because my room is put back together, PSSAs are done, and I just feel happy. I am just in such a better mood now, and I don't quite understand all the reasons why. I kind of do, but I can't share them. So I am pretty much done for today. I don't really have, well, not for today, at least for my break. So I'm pretty much done for my break. I'm gonna have to go pick up my kids in just a little bit. We're gonna be taking them over into my partner teacher's room instead of having a read aloud, because my kids don't know how to put away their goal work for math. So we're gonna just sit in a little circle, and then we're gonna put the goal stuff right in the middle, and we're gonna hope somebody stands up and actually goes and fixes it. So we're gonna see how well that goes. So that is what we're about to do. After that, I'm pretty much gonna continue on with what I'm doing, helping kids be able to get their work done for the rest of the day, and then finish up hopefully with my spreadsheet for my DRAs and start getting some of those DRAs done in the afternoon. Crossing my fingers on that. I got my table, my desk area at least cleaned up a little bit, have my planner and stuff out, which makes me feel a little bit better because my planner couldn't even be out on my table. It was such a crazy hot mess, but now it's cleaned up, so it makes me feel good. So I will talk to you guys later on this afternoon when all the kids are gone.
The only question is, do you want extra crispy or original?
Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, May the 5th, and it was supposed to be our track meet day. However, it is raining quite a bit today. Actually, I think it's 100% today. So it's gonna be constant thunderstorms. So therefore, we are not gonna be going out for our track meet. And all the teachers had to plan something on the fly today. So here is what kind of happened yesterday afternoon, because I didn't get a chance to talk to you guys. I literally had to fly out of here to go and get to an appointment that I had in the afternoon. So sorry about that. So here's what the game plan is for today. Today, the kids are gonna take a writing assessment, and I feel super, super bad about making them do a writing assessment on Cinco de Mayo, on the day that we were supposed to go to the track meet, but I kind of have to get it done. And with me being out next week on Thursday and Friday, I need to get it done. We are given a window. So for all of the teachers who are in school to become teachers, here's kind of what happens at the end of the year. You don't really get a say in when you do certain things. Certain things just have to be done. They'll give you like a due date, but typically when it comes to like writing assessments, or when it comes to like DRAs, they'll give you a window and they say, hey, from this date to this date, you have to have all of this stuff done. And then those grades, we're gonna give you about like a few days to be able to grade them. And then those grades are gonna be due on this date in our system. So you don't get a lot of wiggle room when it comes to it. And with me being gone, like I'm gone within that window frame. So I'm like, well, I really have to get it done. I have to get it done. So I need to do the writing assessment this morning. So all of the kids are going to be taking the writing assessment typically on Fridays. If you're new to my channel, on Fridays we don't really do a lot of like targets. So it's not like your typical Monday through Friday type of targets. Friday is more of, okay, are you going to be working on your passion projects during this time? This is the opportunity for you to catch up on work that you didn't get to catch up on for the rest of the week. So that's this kind of day. And then we have something that's called Junior Achievement. So Junior Achievement is happening for me this month. And so I have a parent volunteer who comes in and will teach Junior Achievement lessons. Well, we were trying to figure out how this would work, because next week I was supposed to have it on Tuesday and Thursday. But now because of the track meet, you have to be flexible, y'all. But now because of the track meet being canceled and being moved to next Thursday, that's gonna conflict with my Junior Achievement time. So now she sent me a message yesterday and was like, hey, it's canceled. Do you want me to come in on Friday afternoon? And I said, absolutely, we're gonna do it. So the kids are gonna have Junior Achievement this afternoon from 1:30 to 3 o'clock. We'll finish up the end of the day with a read aloud. So it'll be kind of an easy flow kind of day. And Fridays typically are for us. Like we don't have like crazy things that are going on unless it's like some type of a party or something to that extent. So that's kind of the game plan. I need to go make copies of my writing assessment, make sure I have all of that ready to go. I also need to make sure that I have kind of their list of what is it that they're due. So I will typically have a little checklist, and the kids' names are right here, like on this side. And on this checklist, like I will be marking like when they turn things in that day. So I completed one for Wednesday. And I have to complete one for tomorrow. So all of the papers are still over there. And typically I won't do it until the morning time. And the reason I do it in the morning time is because I like to give my kids the opportunity in the afternoon to be able to turn it in. If they like, and we have some assignments that are turned in through our Schoology course. So if they go home and they turn that in through the Schoology course, I accept it. So I say, you know what, if you don't get the opportunity to finish it during class, take it home and do it for homework. That is completely fine, because that's what I would do for like a job. You know, if I don't finish it during my job times, then I would have to take it home and finish it at home. So that's kind of giving them some of that experience with that. And then if they finish it, then they don't have to do homework. And then I have everything kind of clipped together. So now I need to go through some of these. I also have to create a rubric for their writing assignment that I had to them complete. And then we had a little bitty individual like assessment that I wanted them to be able to do with text structure, just to see how much they actually remembered it from a while back, from when we actually did it. So all of that's there. And the kids who did not get to finish any of those assignments will have to finish it today. So today is the day. Today is the day. I also need to do my whiteboard. So I'm gonna work on my whiteboard, hopefully get my papers all stacked up and organized so that I can go ahead and start marking them. And then I guess I'll talk to you guys before, hopefully I have to go to my meeting because I have a meeting at 8 o'clock. Talk to you later. Really quick before I erase my board from yesterday, so may the 4th be with you. I think my class, so, okay, I had a little over half of my class that actually likes Star Wars. That makes my heart happy. That's cool. I like it. They liked it. They thought it was fun. It's all that matters. All right, y'all. It took me a little bit to figure out what it was that I was doing, because I didn't exactly know where I wanted to go with my message. But here it is. It's a little crooked now that I'm noticing, but it's gonna be fine. So May 5th, 2017, day 3. Good morning, writers. We've been working on writing argumentative writing, also known as opinion writing. We've also worked on organizing the information we write using paragraphs. This helps the reader better understand what you, as the writer, why did I make that into a big W? Or maybe it's just, okay, here we go. There we go. What you, as the writer, are trying to convey. On an exit ticket, comma. Oh, yeah, I can't pick up the, there it is. And then, write the format you would use to write an argumentative piece. Number the paragraphs and describe the information you would place in each. Turn this in. Warmly, Mrs. S. Do you like Saturday or Sunday best? So they're going to tally mark that up here. Important information. Track meet has been canceled. They already know this. We told them. Today is classwork makeup day, writing assessments this AM, no learning targets today. Spackman homeroom has JA this afternoon. So that's all together. I'm going to end up pulling out maybe another table and putting all the work that we had from this week out here so that the kids can come and get it themselves, because it drives me crazy having to give it to them. So I think I'm just going to do that, pull another one of those out so that they can come and grab the work that they need to be able to make up. So there it is, all done today. PB&J makeup day. All done. It's now the afternoon. The kids are all gone and it's probably almost close to 5 o'clock. I have been spending the time just kind of planning out what our rooms are going to look like for next year with my other 2 partner teachers. So let me show you guys what that's going to look like. Okay, so here's what I did. I went into the other 2 rooms, which the teachers let us go in there. So I was very thankful for them to do that. And then we kind of drew them out. So one room already has the way it's going to be, and the reason I take them is because this is one room and the one right next door is the other one, and they are literally like flip-flopped. So this is kind of the setup of what I have right now. We went through and just kind of drew out, thought about how do we want to have some of the tables and some of the small group areas. We were talking about like where are we going to put certain materials for the kids. So we did all of that. We drew out the other one. We didn't really have time because I think we were all pretty much getting tired. But we did not have time to do it on the other side. But it just kind of gives you a game plan. And that's not to say that this is going to be absolutely perfect, because I don't believe that this is going to be absolutely perfect, but it's a starting point. It's something where you already go ahead and you put down your ideas and your thoughts of where do you want to put things, and you kind of start there and then you make changes as you start to realize, oh well, that's not going to actually work out. So just thinking of like things that may occur, things that may, like, how are all the kids going to go there, like, are all the kids going to be in that one area? Just thinking of some of those things whenever you're planning out the classroom, like the traveling space and how many kids are going to be able to sit. Are we giving them enough room for flexibility? Do we have enough materials, and just things like that. So that's what we've been playing with. And then this is my room currently. We've talked about having the stage, maybe even creating a runway, but I'm not sure that this is actually going to work because we started backtracking on it. But then kind of coming up with this little grassy area and just talking about what are we going to be having in a lot of this like cabinets and drawers and those types of things. So again, it's just kind of our starting point so that we can figure out where to pack and how to pack, because we're going to be labeling some of the boxes saying, you know, going to room such and such, going to room such and such. Gives us a really good starting point. So that's what we've been doing right now. I can say that it is Friday, and I'm very, very grateful and thankful that it is Friday, because I'm very tired. And for more than just like school teaching stuff, because I've had a lot going on in my personal life that I've just kind of been working on and doing. So a lot of things, like busy things there, and my sister's wedding's coming up, so I've just been busy in my personal life, which kind of adds to the exhaustion in your teacher life. So I am very happy that it is Friday, and the kids are just done. It's May has begun. Like, that's pretty much all I can think about, is that the kids, as much as I love them and I want to keep them forever, and I'm very sad about seeing them leave, they're really done. And I try to remember some of those things throughout the day, about just when their voice level gets loud, when they start to get frustrated with one another. And it's May. Y'all, I've always said, and if you've seen like my behavior thing, I've always said that teaching is like a really long road trip. So everybody's in this car for a really, really long time, and it's that point when you've been in the car for like 24 hours and you are about like at each other's throats. You're like reaching it, and you're getting to that point where you're just done. This is how these kids feel. They're just done. So hopefully we can get done with testing next week. We have our testing, meaning like their DRAs. I did finish their writing assessments, which is good, so that's going to be helpful. I'm going to go home and try to grade those this weekend, enter those into the system so that I can wipe my hands clean on that. And they'll finish up their DRAs hopefully next week, and then on Thursday they have the track meet, which will be fun for them, so I'm excited for that, but I'm really sad that I'm gonna miss it. So I have not done anything super special in my classroom that I can show you, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic weekend so far, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.